Yeah, what's up guys, it is Nando here, and today I'm back with another fighting game news for the month, and this time we were talking about August. Now, not a lot of news came out for August, but the news that did come out was absolutely amazing, like amazing, but it was not a lot. So this is going to be a short video. I'm not going to add anything to it like I normally do, like for instance Sparking Zero or anything like that. We're just going to keep it basics, bare minimum, just to make it smooth and simple. With that being said, if there's anything that I missed, let me know down below, and there's going to be timestamps when you skip to a certain section in the description if it's not like in the video format. And let's begin with the video. So the first fighting game we're going to be talking about today is going to be Street Fighter 6 with the Terry trailer that happened at Gamescom, which was an absolutely amazing trailer. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, I think there's going to be so many Terrys online for the initial day and just beyond. A lot of people are just going to be using Terry. They're going to main them. My first initial reaction of it was pretty cool. It's a shame that I didn't get to see the super at the end because I had an ad because I was watching Maximilian Dude. So I was like, ugh, I had an ad immediately. Like, I was like, dang. But, you know, I watched the full thing later. I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty sick. But yeah, overall, how I feel about Terry. I like Terry as a character. Will I be maining him or something like that? I don't see that for me personally. I could, but I don't see that honestly for me. I like his gameplay a lot, but it's just like no, I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm not gonna get in the hype train on this one because I'm already focused on other characters in Street Fighter 6, so it is what it is when it comes to that. But does he seem good? Oh yeah, he seems good. Like Power Wave, I'm not sure if it's because Ken was running or not. But he got a knockdown in Power Wave, and I'm like, what? Or maybe that was like a different form, because it seemed like there's a different motion to do it, and like it's just like a feint or like just an impact version, but not a projectile. So I could be wrong there, because it hasn't been a breakdown for him yet. But it does seem like Power is really strong, and then the EX version, the combo potential is a little crazy. Like Crack Shoot looks good, Power Dunk, all of that looks neat. Overall, his design is cool. They put a lot of love into him, like a huge amount of love. I'm gonna be honest, like. Whenever he does like his win animation where he slams his fist down, you know, with like the key energy or whatever, throws his hat up in the air. If he has the bomber jacket, which I like better, by the way, I love bomber jacket Terry. If he is, instead of throwing the hat, he throws the jacket, which is just like, you know, they put so much love in this, man, and that's pretty cool. The only thing I do not like is the Kyo deletion. That's all I have to say, because we're going to talk more about that later, technically, since there's more stuff about it. But man, there's no representation for Kyo, which is like, dang, because that's like their boy. But I think since Terry is more popular, he's gonna get outshined sadly. But I like Kyo more personally. I just like most. I like the trailer, and I'm excited to see how he plays, because he does come out in September, which is very, very nice. So that's good news all around. And yeah, moving on to the next subject. The next fighting game we're gonna be talking about here is MK1 Chaos Reigns, I believe, to say it correctly, Chaos Reigns, with the Cyrex gameplay trailer. Now, Cyrex looks really, really cool gameplay-wise. Like, I think her gameplay is actually really nice, and it's more of like on the lines of how Takeda was built. Like, he seems like he can do a lot of crazy stuff, which he can, and he's a little bit less, cameo reliant, and it seems like she might be the same as well to a certain degree, so that's really, really interesting and really fun to see. Like, I like how her net takes him to the other side of the screen, so she goes full screen all the way to the corner, which is good for advantage for her. Her bombs re-roll back, and I'm like, what? So there's a lot of stuff going on with Cyrex here, which is really fascinating, and I'm really curious how good she is going to be played in the game. Like, I wonder if she's really going to be good. And another thing, I did like how Sub-Zero cameo got a new move, which is just another freeze, which is like to be expected, I suppose. But it's cool that he has another assist move, which is absolutely freaking amazing, because I do think other cameos like Sub-Zero need more assist moves, because they're kind of just bland and have nothing going on. Like, for instance, Chameleon has a lot going on, and then you have a dude like Kano that has nothing going on. So I definitely do think these older cameos need some support, because they're kind of just boring or just not used at all, because these other ones are just too good because they have so much going on. So I feel as if the last minute of the game, obviously more things get improved and they start to understand the system of the game, and that's what they did with the cameos, like the future cameos, like Farah, awesome. Chameleon, awesome. Janet Cage, awesome. Movado, awesome. Everybody in the back, crickets. kind of crickets. Like, Darius got some love. Like, that's like the highlight. I want to say Darius got the most love out of the default ones, and Cyrax and Sector. But that's kind of really it. Like, there's like a few buffs here and there for like other people like Montaro, but nothing really crazy, like groundbreaking new move type of deal from what I remember right now. So yeah, but I am very much looking forward to what they're going to do with the cameo systems and just characters overall, because Cyrex looks crazy. I'm wondering if they're going to make certain characters look crazy, because Havoc is probably, like, I like Havoc a lot, but he can't really do too much. I'm hoping they give him something, because I want him to be actually fun, like have some cool stuff. Like I just think he needs more special moves. Some of his special moves don't really do anything, like Seeking Neoplasm doesn't do anything, so I just want to see more support for them overall. That is what I want to see. Then I should mention this too, but I'm not going to show it in the video because like it's kind of not that important, because they're going to be a bigger trailer later. But there was like a little teaser for Sector, which had like a cool thing where Scorpion was talking to her like, hey, your mom, Madame Bo, would be really mad at you. She's like, don't talk about my mom. So her mom's Madame Bo, like Sector's mom is Madame Bo. So that's pretty cool, which Madame Bo is pretty much Baraicho, so that's interesting if you think about it. And freaking Sonya Blade, oh, you did see a little bit of Sector gameplay, just like an air combo. But Sonya Blade has the cameo has a like a bicycle kick upward type of thing like going on, so new moves are happening. So I'm just really looking forward to what the cameos are gonna get, like very much so, because that like make or breaks the game is the cameo system, for being real here. But that is pretty much it for MK1. Moving on to the next game. So the next game we're going to be talking about is City of the Wolves, Garo City of the Wolves specifically. Let me get this right. With the My trailer, which also happened at Gamescom as well. I kind of glossed over because I forgot about that entirely in my head, because I'm not a really big My fan. But I will say her redesign, I actually like it way more than her original, believe it or not. I know people might, what the no, I'm not that down bad. I think her new redesign actually looks pretty cool. Her classic design is as well as in the game, which is good for people that like that one. But I think her new redesign looks legit cool. Like just for a cool aesthetic, it's cool looking. Like dang, she actually looks kind of sick. But gameplay wise, for me, she's not cutting it for me, dog. She never has for me, honestly. I'm really curious actually how she's gonna look up in Street Fighter 6, like gameplay wise. I'm really curious if they're gonna make her super cool in that as well, because she is cool like just in general, but she's just not my type of taste of character. Like I didn't really like her gameplay before, I'm not gonna like it really now, so yeah. But it's cool that she's in the game, because honestly I didn't anticipate her being in the game. Honestly, I was not ready for that. So, and thinking about it now, she is making it in 2 of the newest games. She's making it in Street Fighter 6, and she's making City of the Wolves, so she's getting hit with a Terry treatment there, which is kind of crazy. But congratulations for all the My fans, I suppose. Also, with the My trailer, they did announce the game's release date, which it comes out next year in April 24th, which is pretty amazing. But that's not all. We did get another trailer, the official trailer for City of the Wolves, which broke down a lot. It broke down mainly the mechanics of the game, just a cool story, like there's a cool announcement, just talking and stuff like that. And there is going to be a total of 17 characters in the base game of the game, which is pretty strong for like a starting fighting game roster. It's pretty good actually. And then there's going to be 5 initial DLC characters. And also, there is going to be a jukebox mode, but this is the biggest thing in my opinion. There is a customization color mode, like you can customize the colors for characters. So if you want them to be pale as snow, you can, black, pink, all that stuff. That is here, dude. That has not been in a game. That has not been in the game for a very, very long time. Like that's why best of all works, because I'm really excited for that. Because I'm like, I was astonished seeing that. Like, dude, Tekken doesn't have that. Street Fighter doesn't have that. Like, I mean, you can customize your colors and stuff like that for Tekken, but I'm talking about even the skin tone of your dude. You can't even do it in that game. That's why I'm like, whoa, you know. That's why it's huge for me, because it feels like it's Soul Calibur like customization. So it's like it's been a long time, because the last game besides Soul Calibur that did that, I think, was King of Fighters 13, I believe, or I don't think 14 had it. So I'm like, man, it's been a very long time. I could be wrong there, but it feels like it was like the last game was Soul Calibur that you can customize literally everything. So that's freaking awesome, colorization wise, obviously. So that is really, really cool. Like I'm super stoked about that. And the 17 characters, there's only a few more characters left. I forget how much now adding Mai, but I really do hope Kim Sun's make it in Kane. That's what I really want. I want Kane in the game, but we'll have to wait and see. But I'm super excited for this game, even more with the customization for the colors and the fact that there is a jukebox. So I'm curious if I can play like Rock's classic theme and just everybody's from Garo Mark of the Wolves. So I'm just amped up, ready to see what they're going to show up next for this game. But that is pretty much all the news for City of the Wolves at the current moment of time. Moving on to the next game. So the next game, coming from a freaking storm out of nowhere, left field, Capcom Fighting Game Collection 2 was announced in the Nintendo Direct. I'm sorry, I'm really excited for this one. And the entries that are in this collection are CVS 1, so Capcom vs SNK Millennium Fight 2000 Pro, specifically Pro, and Capcom vs SNK 2, so CVS 2, Mark of Millennium 2001. And then there is Capcom Fighting Evolution, which is, we ain't gonna talk about that. Then there's Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper. Then there's Power Stone 1, Power Stone 2, Project Justice, and then we have Plasma Sword, Nightmare of Bilstein. But as you can see with this lineup, we won. we kind of got all the classic games that pretty much everybody wanted. The only thing we're missing now is literally Street Fighter EX late. I mean, not EX later, but Street Fighter EX 1, 2, and 3. But that is pretty much it from the Capcom side that I'm thinking of in my brain. I could be missing one, but that's. I mean, there's like some hiccups there. Like since this is Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, they could have did the PSP one with Yoon, but we don't. That's too much. All right, we got what we wanted. We got what we wanted by just getting CVS 1 and 2. All right, okay, we won. So it's all right. Because like you could say, you can make the argument with Darkstalkers, Chaos Tower, something like that, or whatever game. But we got all pretty much the additions of the game we need, or just the games we needed essentially. So we're good. Like we're actually good because that was like the missing piece because I wanted like Darkstalkers. I'm like, yes, cool, my game's back, my series is back. But I'm like, dang, I kind of want to play CVS 1 and 2 because I never really got to play CVS 1 like that. I played 2 before, like I have, but not in like a competitive way to like to actually learn the game, more like a button mashy cake way. So now I can actually just learn the game. So it's gonna be really fun. And Power Stone, I never played Power Stone 1 or 2, so I'm just curious about it because I've always watched people play it on YouTube, but never got to play it. So I'm like, okay, it's showtime. Plasma Blade, or not Plasma Blade, Plasma Sword. I've not played it at all. I've seen it before, but not too much. But that's all right. So all these games I'm looking very much forward to, and this all comes out next year. When next year? I don't know. But after this announcement, because this happened in Nintendo Direct, so this is kind of a double announcement because the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection actually comes out this month in September 12th. So that's even like that's what, like 2 weeks. It's over. We're good. So that's pretty much it for when it comes to this. This announcement's pretty huge because all the classic games are coming back. Everybody's throwing up, screaming, yelling, man, and I'm here for it. I'm here for like seeing CVS 2 back, CVS 1. Like 1, yeah, pretty cool, but I like CVS 2 more. And just seeing all these classic games that I've never got to play, like Project Justice, just puts a big smile on my face. So I never got to play any of these games like at all because, you know, age or whatever, just didn't have a console. So really looking forward to this. Like, granted, we don't get to play Rival Schools 1, which is, you know, if you don't know, Rival Schools 2 is Project Justice, and Star Gladiator, which is the second game after that is Plasma Sword. So if that makes sense, we don't get any of those games, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be added to another collection. So that just is what it is. But it makes sense why they added the second version because it's just superior. So I think from my understanding, I could be wrong there, but it makes the most sense to me. But I'm not complaining. Hey, I got what I wanted at the end of the day. I got CVS 1 and 2, so I'm not worried about anything. And Power Stone. Like, what the freak, you know? But either way, that is pretty much all the news for this fighting game collection. Moving on to the next game. The last 2 games we're actually going to be talking about, because it's going to be 2, is going to be Guilty Gear Strive and 2XKO. Specifically these 2 because that's pretty much it for like relevancy of August of last month. So let's just begin. So first things first, Guilty Gear Strive. That sucker is coming to Switch. Now, I bet you're wondering, when does it come out? It comes out next year, January 23rd. So that's when this comes out. Now, the cool thing about this, besides you know, it being on Switch, is that it comes with 28 characters. So that means all the characters, all the DLC characters up to Slayer. So you're getting everybody from that just initially when you buy it. So that's pretty cool too. The downside is like this, like the background stages don't really move. But who really cares that much about that? It's like, I don't think that's that big of a deal, honestly, because people are just going to play it on the go just to have it on the plane or whatever, or maybe if to just train, like if they're about to get into a tournament, like, or flying into a tournament, I should say, for an event. So I think it just helps out overall for most people, so I think it's a win here. So I have no complaints about it. Pretty cool. Comes out in that time period, and that's pretty much it. And the last thing to talk about is the 2XKO alpha that it just happened in August. It started in the 8th and it ended on the 19th, and I just want to mention it because it did happen. I kind of already talked about it before, but the alpha was pretty fun. Biggest complaints is that it's not really beginner friendly. Like, if you're new to the game, you're gonna get cooked. Also, Darius is really strong, but it's alpha, so it's not that big of a deal. But like, I think those are the big problems with the game, is just accessibility overall in general, and Darius needs to be nerfed. So that's pretty much it when it comes to alpha. So I did get in and play it. Wasn't too bad, but I think it just needs a little bit more of a better tutorial for beginner players. But that is pretty much all fighting game news that happened in August of 2024. Now, if I did miss anything, let me know down below, but I don't think I did, because I feel as if I would have saw it by now, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Let me know down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a great day, night, noon, or whatever time period you guys have up, man. And I'll see you guys in the next video.